With all of the delicious treats around us during the holiday season, it is tough to even think about eating heart healthy. But it is possible to get those holiday flavors and dishes that are not only delicious, but actually good for you. Here to tell us how is certified holistic nutritionist and owner of Nourish in Scottsdale, Kirsten Carey. Great to see you again.
Great to see you too.
We love it when you're on because you always show us really cool ways to do delicious food. And I said Kirsten, it's Kirsten. My apologies. But we're starting with stuffed quinoa.
Yeah.
And why do we use tricolored quinoa?
Okay, so I'll show you this. I don't know if you can get in on this. It's red, black, and white quinoa. And quinoa is a protein. It's a complete protein. So anybody who's vegan or they're not eating a lot of animal proteins, this is a great way to get the protein that you need. And if you're gluten-free, this is also a fabulous way to get.
Now, can you buy it tricolored?
You can buy it that way. It's more expensive, so it's not worth it. Do the mixing yourself. Red tends to be really expensive. Okay. I don't know why. So we mix our own.
So just buy the different bags and then put them together.
Exactly.
Okay.
A rice cooker, easiest way to do it. Most people are trying to do it on the stove, and again, my chef and I both do it this way. So this is what it looks like when it's cooking. We've got some oil in here, some orange juice. We've got a bunch of different spices, all the stereotypical holiday spices.
Now, how long does it take in that rice cooker?
That's a good question. It's the amount that I did this morning. It's about 45 minutes. So I was really had my fingers crossed this was going to work out this morning for me.
Well, it did. It worked out beautifully.
So we're going to put that in there, and it looks a little bit like it's a little wet, but that's okay.
Okay.
So you'd rather it be wet than dry. So what we're doing is we've cooked this, and it's a little bit kind of like oatmeal-ish right now. And what we've done is we've cut a bunch of apples, and we're going to mix them in.
Now, I have a question.
Well.
Do you flavor the quinoa?
Yes. We have it right now. We have spices in there. We've got sage and thyme and marjoram and all those stereotypical spices that you would get for a holiday meal. You know, turkey kind of thing.
Because I can smell it in the kitchen. I was wondering where that smell was coming from. So we use the traditional holiday seasonings. Okay.
This I would do literally instead of stuffing.
Okay.
So
but you can stuff it in the turkey?
You can stuff it in the turkey. Now, again, obviously, if you've got a bunch of vegans around, this is vegan before you stuff it in the turkey.
Okay.
Afterwards, not so much.
What about allergies?
You're pretty much allergen-free in all of this one. Gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, nut-free. We will be adding some nuts at the end.
Okay, so what did you just put in?
This is just some parsley, just to make it look a little bit prettier.
And why the green apples?
Green is actually better for baking or for cooking. They hold their shape a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
We also have some dried cherries. Now, these cherries don't have sulfites or sulfates. Okay. They're the thing that people usually have a reaction to when they're drinking wines. Okay. So when you're doing...
And is it have a specific name, or...?
It's just cherries that are dried.
Okay, dried cherries.
So watch out for that, because again, that's what actually people are usually reacting to, is the sulfites and the sulfates. You'll also see that in cured meats. Okay. So you want to be careful with that. So we're mixing this in too.
Well, you said it was a little wet, but
it's
boy, did it absorb it. It absorbed it perfectly. You needed it a little wet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, right at the end, I like to squeeze just a little bit of orange in there. You can smell the citrus right there.
The whole dish is absolutely amazing.
Right at the end. Goodness. Now, you can serve it this way where it's still hot if you want to. You can stuff it like this right into the bird if you want to. Or you can serve it cold. Now, I have it obviously pre-made, pre-done here. I personally prefer it cold. Okay. It works really well. It travels really well. If you really want to take this to lunch with you.
I'm grabbing a fork real quick. Okay, and I'm going to sample this. Tell us where we can find you real quick in Scottsdale.
We are in Scottsdale. We're in Old Town. We're in the Optima Camelview condo complex.
Delicious.
And we're on the first floor.
Delicious. It's crunchy, sweet, delicious. Oh, savory, wonderful. Nourish is with us throughout the hour, and you can find out more about it at sonoranliving.com. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good. Delicious, Terry.
I know, it's...
My mouth is stuck. I'm trying not to talk, but it's so good. It's so